Last time on Total Party Guild.
I would like to imagine that Stennel fell into the hole, floundered around for a few seconds, climbed back out, and then Rain Man style just rattled off everything that was in there without looking. I humbly submit for your review.
Please do.
It's canon.
Oh my god, so good.
It's canon.
Well,
Canon.
can you go back and get that effigy?
Sure, it's just to the left of the bagpipes.
Welcome, heroes. My name is Jeremy Blackheart, and I'll be DMing this arc of Total Party Guild, a weekly retrowave-inspired live play 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons podcast. This week, the guild will be hiring
Vanessa Otero playing Jewel Von Onyx, human bard.
Sean Rowe playing Singer, a happy-go-lucky tiefling cleric.
And Justin Lamb playing Stennel Bjornsson, the halfling barbarian.
When last we left our heroes, they finally did their cleanup at Prominence Theater after saving a lure from a longtime stalker. They agreed to come back in the morning to collect their reward and do a short interview. They made their way back to the Banthum Guild on the Nimbus. And in the Banthum Guild, they met a few new characters. Saxton, a buff and gruff bartender. Piper, a bored, run-of-the-mill guildie. And Runedeath, the Triton guild leader of Banthum. They saw some crazy, oily visage come down the stairs and then morph back into the smiling but tired Triton as she asked, "What can I do for you, guildies?"
I am bushed.
Yeah. We were looking for rooms, I guess.
Saxton, you woke me up to give them rooms?
Why did Saxton call? I forget. It's been so long since we recorded last.
It's probably because we were talking about mind flayers and mapping out some underground stuff and like the big painting.
She walks towards the party and notices your West Bank pins. Oh, who sent you? Was it Spurrin?
Milo.
Oh, delightful. And what did he send you all the way out here for? He knows we're low on work anyway. You can't be that barren over there.
We're actually here to go to Lumitech and get some help with a mind flayer problem.
And her eyes light up, and then she side glances at Saxton. She says, "Oh, that makes a lot more sense. Well, we can definitely put you up for the night. Our digs aren't the best, but Piper can take you to some empty rooms. Can't you, Piper?" "Yes, Guildmaster. Do you need anything from me while you're here?"
I don't think so.
Perhaps some tea?
I thought we had tea.
A nice one that would be good for, like, going to bed.
I mean, Saxton already handed you guys tea, plus he gave Stennel some spiked tea.
Oh, yeah. I pound the spike tea.
I'm sorry. I was over here just staring off into space and thinking about tea so much. I had forgotten I had it in my hand.
It's been
If
a
somebody
long day.
asks you what you need, you're always just going to say tea.
Probably, yes.
She laughs and says, "Been a long day, huh?"
Definitely. I got stabbed several times.
Yeah, someone tried to kill us.
That happens in our line of work. Singer, are you wearing a holy symbol or anything?
Yeah, it's around my neck and it hangs down and it's like silver and gold wrapped and it looks kind of like a lightning bolt.
And she looks at it puzzled for a second and then she like flicks it and she says, I've wondered where I've seen this before. Saria, right? Daria?
Xa'leah, but I mean, yes, close enough. I'm glad that you've heard of her. Most of these people have no idea who the heck she is.
Oh, well, they just started a church down by the wharf.
It's not a cult. It's a church. It's
a church,
practiced in the mountains, mostly.
What's the difference again?
There's not much.
Like social status?
Oh. All right.
Taxes. I also think taxes have something to do with it.
The north side of the wharf, they have a small building. People keep saying that they see a bunch of them on the roof chanting with spears or something. Sometimes clothing optional. I don't know. You might want to pop in and see.
Must be during some of the rain ceremonies. Yes, that sounds great.
Maybe you can correct them.
Correct them.
I mean, they're freaking people out. They're standing on the roof in loincloths with spears, singing.
Oh, right. It's one of those strange city things, isn't it? Where that's not acceptable.
You do this where you're from?
Quite often, yes. I think Jewel has had more than one conversation with me about what's appropriate.
Have you seen him do this? And she looks at Jewel and Stennel.
I have not seen him dance around in a loincloth, but he does have, he's had some trouble assimilating to the city culture.
Oh, we would pay for this here.
So
For him to dance?
yeah, you want me to stop them or collect money? I'm slightly confused now.
Oh, I am saying, when you have some downtime and we have some more guildies back, we pay you to come and do this dance of your religion.
All right.
That sounds like that gig's right up your alley.
We'll
And a
call it a
multi-class and a bard.
cultural experience.
That sounds lovely. Thank you. As long as you open your heart to Xa'leah, I will be more than happy to speak her words.
I mostly just want to make Singer do a performance chant naked.
Dance for us, tiefling.
She does a deep, tired sigh. If you need anything else, Saxton can help you. Welcome to Banthum. Sorry, there's not much work either.
It's okay. We're here on business, so
And
we're getting
vacation.
paid from West Bank.
Like a paid vacation.
And she laughs and then a half wave and sleepily turns around and heads back towards the stairs.
Now I feel bad that we woke her up.
I think she's got the right idea. Maybe we should turn in.
Okay.
I'm
Sure. Ask, what's the girl's name? Poppy?
Piper.
Piper. Ask if she can take us to our rooms, I suppose.
Dimble anxiously says, well, it was nice meeting you.
It was great to meet you, Dimple.
I think I'm going to head to bed too. Bye, guys.
Oh,
Bye.
good night. A pleasure.
I give him a big hug.
Gross.
Oh.
Piper leans over the bar, loops her hand around and grabs a few keys. And she says, okay, let's go.
Trudge to our rooms.
She takes you to what is the most plain rooms you could possibly imagine. They look akin to military barracks. They're a little run down. They might have a little leak, but they're adequate.
This reminds me of the monastery.
I think this is the worst room I've ever stayed in Bantham.
Is this like 3 separate rooms, or is this like
Oh, they're
one
3
room?
separate rooms. They're just small. And they're all next to each other.
I'll trundle into one and I'll just kind of pass out face down on top of the bed. Probably the teacup still just dangling out of my hand.
Piper will ever so gently take the teacup out of your hand.
I'm still in the fancy clothes.
Anything else you want to do for the night?
Nope.
No.
Who has the highest passive perception?
1, 2, 3, not it. Mine's
Got a
10.
13.
Is it probably you?
Maybe.
12.
You're woken up in the middle of the night by like a garbled, muffled, aquatic yell. And then it stops and all is quiet.
Could I tell which direction that came from?
Upstairs.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and get out of bed and sleepily make my way towards where I thought I heard the sound.
As you walk towards the stairs, Piper's coming down the hallway towards you, rubbing her eyes.
Gentle Rains, did you hear some weird, strange, gurgly noises?
Oh, that's just Rune. She gets nightmares sometimes. You get used to it.
Oh, so all's well then, and I can go back to bed.
Yeah, it freaks you out at first. But you can't beat a free room.
No, you can't.
And she goes in one of the side doors and shuts it behind her.
I'll go back to bed then.
The rest of the night is uneventful. You wake up early-ish the next morning. The smell of some mystery meat is emanating from downstairs.
Get dressed in my nicest clothing and my spear, and I want to make sure that I look polished in the mirror, and then make my way downstairs.
I will come out in the fancy rumpled clothes I slept in, and just like rubbing the sleep out of my eyes.
I'll definitely be the last one to come downstairs because I spent extra long just making sure I was at like not quite rock star levels, but just looking real good in case there were any fans.
Oh my.
You know.
Who's in the main room?
The only person downstairs is an Undine, or a water genocide,
Gentle Rains.
cooking up some mystery meat, cracking some eggs, and she poured herself some juice. And when you walk down, she looks up and goes, "Oh, out of towners. Welcome."
That smells interesting. What is that?
Meat?
Sounds great.
I don't know. Saxton bought it. I just cook breakfast. My name's Vita.
She is adorable.
How do you spell that? Vita?
Vita.
Ah, fantastic. Well, that's lovely. My name is Singer.
Singer. Nice to meet you.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Have you heard of Xa'leah?
I groan and roll my eyes.
Yes, I have.
Oh, fantastic. That's great. I just wanted to make sure that her voice is being heard all the way out here.
Yes, thank you for reminding me of Daria.
Xa'leah.
She just kind of looks down at what she's doing to break eye contact, hoping you'll stop.
Do you know roughly where their temple is, since you have heard of them?
Isn't it at the other side of the market district? In the top floor of the shoe shop over there, right?
Sounds lovely. Would you like to accompany me there?
Oh my God.
No, I have guild duties today. Sorry.
Oh, that's too bad. I suppose Jewel will know where it's at.
I walk into the room and I'm like, it's empty.
She looks up and she's average height, blue skin. She has like the fin ears with some chainmail armor on and a big morning star on her side with kind of white flowy hair that's off to one side and a shaved side of her head.
Good morning.
Oh, you're gorgeous. And she slaps her hands to her cheeks.
Why, thank you. Kind of preen just a little bit.
It's nice to have some people around. And she kind of pauses as she says it and looks at Singer.
Yeah, Singer was talking about Xa'leah again.
I was just curious. I could talk about other things.
Like what?
Everyone left for Bosk just a few months ago, and it's only been a few of us around. Not that there's been much work.
Oh, well, we're not here to steal anything. We're just we're here to visit Lumitech and thought we'd check in with the guild. We ran into Dimble. yesterday, and he helped us with some stuff. And now we're just going to see if we can get an appointment with Lumitech. Maybe we already have one?
Pop in there already?
Not yet.
A weird place. It's a weird place. They always want to give you tours every time you go in, but they only tour one room. If you want to buy the stuff, they normally don't let you buy it. I don't know what's with them. It's like they're all flash, she says.
Tea.
Oh.
I could talk about tea, Stennel. I had to think about it.
Could tea get us into Lumitech?
It could. Who knows? There's all kinds of tea. Maybe they make tea, or they could have some sort of additive or something that would go with tea. You know what? We should ask them.
Tea additive.
Here's breakfast, and she puts some plates on the bar for you all. Makes one for herself, and then puts a couple aside with like a warm, damp towel over the top.
Oh, thank you. Very generous.
I appreciate it very much.
Least I can do.
Thank you, Vita. I like you.
I have some cleaning to do, so if you need anything, holler. And she puts a bell on the bar and a little sign that says, "Please ring for help."
So I know we need to go to Lumitech and talk to them, but I really wouldn't mind swinging by the temple and speaking to those people, and perhaps maybe they'll have some insight as to what all that lightning is about.
Okay. Yeah, we could do that as long as, we're not there all day.
I mean, perhaps we can stop off at Lumitech and just see if we can get an appointment. Like maybe they'll, like, you have to come back tomorrow or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Maybe they'll do the same thing at your cult church. Maybe you'll need like an appointment.
It's not a cult church. You can't just call it a cult church. It's a church.
Well, I don't know what their taxes are. I don't know.
Let's just assume they're paying them.
Do they have a 501c or
they're not paying them?
No.
You know, I really don't remember how that works, but I know taxes are involved. Let's just assume it's a regular church.
Regular church. Got it.
Okay. Regular church. Here we come. Or I guess Lumitech first.
Yeah.
Wait, so are you going to Fine Singer's church first, or are you going to Lumitech first?
I think we were going to stop at Lumitech and make an appointment.
Okay.
Or do we just want to go to the church and then wing it later?
I leave that up to you because this is a city and I don't like them.
I think the church sounds like fun. I wonder if they're still dancing naked on the rooftop.
You know, she did amend that. She went from naked to loincloth. It's not the same.
With spears, it sounded like.
Yeah, that's important.
I mean, sometimes with loincloths, you do catch a glimpse as if it were a naked situation.
Sure, from the outsider perspective, I suppose, but from the insider perspective, there's a certain flow that you just don't get with loincloth.
Aye.
Anyway, shall we?
Does this city have child protective services?
Maybe.
Which way to the church, then? Which way to the party?
Yeah, once we're finished eating, I'll clean up my plate and put it in the sink or rinse it off and do whatever, and ready to go.
I'll follow suit with the plate, and then I'll splash some water on my face as well. Freshen up a little.
I'll follow suit with the plate, and I'll splash water on his arms, legs.
Oh, jeez.
Gross.
When you start washing the dishes, after one, Vita pops her head out and she says, "Oh, don't worry. I'll take care of that. Just do what you need to do today."
Thank you, Vita.
And she goes back and you hear stuff being shuffled around in the back room.
Thanks, Tiny Fish Mom.
All right. So where are you guys headed?
Now let's just go to the church.
Runadeth said that it was on the north side of the wharf.
Okay. Which is on the other side of the market district?
The fastest way to get there would be to take the Nimbus to slumber station by the raceway, and then it's a long road down to the wharf.
Cool. Sightseeing.
Let's do it.
I hold on to Stennel or Jewel or somebody as we move through all the crowds.
Hang on to my cloak.
Yep.
Jewel, you know that anywhere away from the raceway is super sketchy, and most people advise you don't even leave the raceway.
Okay. Great. I will tell them. So this is down. It sounds like it's down by the raceways, but anywhere at that stop away from the actual raceways is super sketchy. Like, remember when we came into town and you said it was kind of dingy and dirty because there were a lot of riffraff around watching us and looking for their next mark.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's going to be a lot of that in the area that we have to go to. So everybody just, keep an eye on your belongings and don't get sucked into any conversations because they're just trying to scam you.
So we should put our game faces on, look mean and intimidating.
Sure. Sure. Or just uninterested.
I'm uninterested.
Good job.
I am convinced. I would like to be just on a general lookout for pickpockets or anyone trying to get slick.
Okay. Roll me a perception check for the future.
For use when we're at the walking portion?
Yes.
Well, that's a whopping 9. Thanks,
Oh, no.
proficiency bonus.
Is it safe to assume you guys just head down to approximately where it is?
Yeah.
Yep.
You take the Nimbus from Glowfly Station back down over the raceway. You can see directly into the raceway, and it's lit up. In the center, you see like this giant mechanical mountain with what appears to be a torso sticking out of the top. It's really hard to make out from your height. And you can see some people kind of spattered around the stands. You see part of the raceway raising up to like a magma pillar and then hardening into a ramp that flies through some hoops of floating water and then lands in between some stone pillars. Nimbus kind of glides down into the far end of the station and then turns up like it's going to go back up to the other mountainous cities and makes a stop.
Whoa.
I gotta say, that
Neat.
is impressive.
Yeah. It's the, what's the name of the raceway?
Dreamscape.
The Dreamscape.
Do you think while we're here, maybe we can catch a show there? That sounds like fun.
Yeah. Could bet on some races.
So
betting. Hooray.
so people come out and they race, and then other people come and like watch them. Is racing?
Yeah, and there's obstacle courses and people use the ORs a lot in there. Just a lot of competition style shows.
But so racing is like a job? Like you could grow up and be a racer?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you're good, I guess.
That sounds amazing.
Jewel, you'll know all of this. Dreamscape Raceway has amateur courses that they normally do midday to like early evening. Those get some watchers and have some minor betting, but the real draw is at night when they do a few of the major races with people that are considered more professionals. And there are all types. There's OR system light cycle obstacle courses. There's flying races, full combat roller derby type races, hoverboards. The person in the middle is an old Warforged called the Dreamer, and the Dreamer will shape the raceway to every race however he deems fit.
Using like magic.
Yes.
Neat.
Anyway, so you come out of the Nimbus into Dreamscape Raceway. It stops right in. Immediately, you see the Banthum police force. Most of them are Warforged, but all of them have giant furry hats that stand out way over the crowd with a Banthum badge on them. They're often just kicking out people sleeping on benches or getting rid of hawkers or people trying to scalp tickets or scam people.
Stopping random tieflings for bag searches.
Yeah, what do you got in your bag, Singer?
Nothing. Tea.
You walk by and they just give the group a once over and decide it's not worth the time. Are you heading down the main road to the wharf?
Yeah. I'll lead them kind of.
Okay. I don't want to just make assumptions where you're going, so.
Oh, yeah. That's our destination.
Yeah, probably the safest way to our destination.
Right outside, you see tons and tons of stalls, street food, knickknacks, charms, fortune telling. And then there's a row of, what are the things called with the dude that runs with the carriage and you sit in it? I can't remember.
Palanquins?
Oh,
What was that?
It's not a palanquin, is it?
no.
That's the thing they carry you in. It's like with the wheels they do in Chinatown.
I can
I
imagine
know
it.
exactly what you're saying.
I'll look it up.
They have them in Seattle.
Something cart.
It has a word.
Mario.
Rickshaw.
Rickshaw.
yeah.
Rickshaw. That's what it
Yeah.
is.
There's a line of rickshaws, most of them being manned by Warforged, a few by Goliaths.
Oh.
Flex.
One of them notices and flexes his pecs back.
Nice. He gets it.
Making a lot of swole friends in this town, Stennel.
The Buff Brigade.
The cut crew.
The road is very obvious. It shoots straight down to the ocean. And there are a lot of offshoots, but there are rickshaws coming back and forth, people with full carts full of fish or other supplies that come in from the port. The main road has a lot more Banthum police on it than what you notice in a lot of the side streets. A lot of the side streets have really shady characters, shady looking businesses. You see people of the night. You see some drug deals going on. And occasionally a few of the Banthum officers will run down an alleyway towards somebody and you'll hear running. The top of the hat will light up. It'll flash blue as they give chase.
That's awesome.
Spectacular. Pull over. What?
You see a rich looking kid on a hoverboard riding through an alleyway. And you see some thugs on foot look like they're chasing him.
What is that? Did you see that? He was riding on a thing. I want one of those. Jewel.
Yeah.
Jewel, where can we get one of those?
I mean, you can buy them in town, but they're going to be very expensive.
Well, we're
We would
adventurers.
definitely, well, you guys would definitely get pretty womaned out of there.
I don't understand the reference.
Never saw the play. But
Yeah, it was a play.
Oh, that's probably why I don't understand it.
Would I know like the price range for a hoverboard?
Around 500 gold.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, those usually run around 500 gold, so kind of pricey. Cheaper to just buy a horse.
yeah.
Do you have to feed the hoverboard?
No, but you have to pay for upkeep.
I wonder which one's cheaper in the long run. Well, I have enough gold, so perhaps we'll do that.
Jesus.
So you continue walking down the main road. You get closer to the wharf. The lightning's still going off in the distance. It's sprinkling lightly. You can hear the hustle and bustle from sailors cursing. It's not too long before Singer, you notice a crudely painting lightning bolt, the symbol of Xa'leah, on a rundown warehouse made into a church.
This place is sketch as hell.
Well, it doesn't look the nicest, no, but you never know. Oh, Stennel, sheep.
Sheep?
What?
Yeah, I can talk about sheep. I know a lot about sheep, actually.
Jesus. It's been like an hour, dude.
And he's come up with 2 topics that are
I'm
not
still
Xa'leah.
thinking, all right. Like, I have a vast and interesting life back home, and those are just small facets of it. Well, anyways, inside the place we go.
You know what?
Oh, go ahead, Stennel.
No. You can let's talk about Xa'leah. It's fine. Let's go in.
So it's like a smaller storage warehouse, and it's like one little bump of a hill up. From its doors, you can pretty clearly see the ocean and the lightning storm. Part of their roof is flat, and then it has kind of like a steeple thing behind it. And up top, you can see a person in a waxed canvas robe staring at the storm holding a spear. The doors aren't locked, but they're closed. And it says welcome in really poorly done paint on the side of the wall. Not even a sign.
Well, see, they are welcoming. That's good. I'm going to go ahead and go inside.
Heart's in the right place.
Is it standard to not have any fanfare for your god? She doesn't really care about like appearances and stuff.
She's not really one for appearances, no, but I do imagine that this is probably a beginning, and they'll get it right eventually.
There aren't pews or anything. There are a bunch of floor pillows that you can kneel on. And then there's an altar near the back that looks more akin to a box with lightning rods on it. Things are pretty barren. It's mostly open warehouse that has been partially converted. They have some water storage in the front left corner as you walk in. There are some cots on the right side that are set up like they're living in kind of a commune, and everyone's wearing a waxed canvas cloak with a hood. There are spears and a rack in the middle of the wall on the right side. And everyone kind of looks like they're just doing their daily duty. Some people are cleaning. Some people have a stew going. A person at the lightning rod altar is flipping through some parchments.
Is this a normal singer?
Well, not from where I'm from. No, I mean, they have the kneeling pads, and that's nice. The statuary is unique, but different is good, I suppose.
Hi, everybody.
Oh.
And I wave to everybody.
All of them except for the person at the altar goes, "Hello, follower." In unison.
Is that normal? I
Okay,
look
well,
at singer.
That's new. And
Praise the voice of thunder.
And they all go,
As I walk in.
"Praise the voice."
Stennel.
Awesome.
I approach the
very
person
uncomfortable.
at the altar.
Gentle
Gentle
rains,
rains, brother.
brother. What brings you to our temple? And he puts his hood down, and it's just an older human with a very visible lightning scar from his forehead down the side of his face, down his neck, and then to his collarbone. And that's all you can see under the cloak.
Oh,
This is my first time in the city, and I just heard that you had started a temple here, and I came to see how it was going, and if there's any additional assistance that you may need of a fellow traveler on the path to Xa'leah.
Can you spell Xa'leah in chat? Because I wasn't sure how to spell it.
Yeah, sure.
it is a neat spelling. Isn't there an apostrophe in there somewhere?
I don't remember the apostrophe.
I think it was between.
Yeah, I think it was after the first A.
What was that?
I think it was XA'.
Yeah, I don't remember. It's been a while. And that notebook is someplace not near me, so
That's good enough for now.
there. How's that? That looks right? Cool.
Well, maybe there's like regional differences and they spell it a little bit differently this far west.
Oh.
East.
Well, the statuary isn't correct, but that's okay.
Well, brother, we are taken by Xa'leah's grace out at sea, and we have decided communicatively to start this church in her glory. Starting up isn't easy, but we all make do. And everybody else in unison says, make do.
No, Stennel, not you. That's for them.
Why?
You're right. Go ahead. It's fine. Go ahead. Yeah.
Jules waiting for we just need 500 gold.
For a hoverboard.
How much money would you say you have? That's how much we need. What a coincidence.
So you just recently started here, I take it.
We've been here worshiping her glorious lightning for maybe 6 months now. And then worship her lightning.
Worship her lightning.
Singer? A word?
Hold on.
Yeah,
hold on.
Fine.
And he says, singer. And everybody in unison, singer. And they all turn to look at Singer.
And I'm doing like jazz hands up at Singer.
I'm uncomfortable.
I try to put one of his jazz hands down.
It pops back up.
The other one pops up higher, and then he pushes that one down. So the other one, you're just like fighting him. It's
like
jazz
a
fight.
with pulleys.
The head honcho of this establishment puts both of his hands on a lightning rod that's on his altar, and he casts shocking grasp. He like lets out this musical kind of eerie moan, and then he says, "Are you the prophesized singer?" And everyone else in unison, singer.
I mean, maybe.
I knew this day would come. The day is nigh.
The day is nigh.
Yeah, so she spoke to you.
She
then,
told
I take
me
it?
in her lightning, the singer would come. The singer is here. The singer of lightning is here. The singer of lightning.
I just keep looking back between all of you. Like, what is... And every time Stennel says something, I look at him like, stop that.
I'm on one of the prayer mats. It's like doing some very high energy praying.
Sorry to
Can
interrupt.
you prove you're the singer? Many have come and claimed that they were the singer of lightning.
Why would people come and claim? I don't understand. What am I supposed to do to prove that I'm who I am? That makes...
It's just his name.
This is making no sense to me.
What is the singer of lightning?
Her messenger. Xa'leah's messenger.
Is this in one of the scriptures or?
And he throws a clump of papers at you and he says, it's in all of the scriptures. All of the scriptures.
All of the scriptures.
Is this a thing from her scriptures singer?
We were more of a oral tradition up in the mountains. So,
So you've never read the books?
No, we pass it on through oral traditions and singing and chants and so forth. But when she spoke to me, she sent me to leave the monastery and go in search of something. But she wasn't very clear on what that was. So maybe this is it. We might have found it.
No.
Great. Yes,
definitely not.
I'm here. What do I need to do?
He grabs his cloak and he flings his arms back, opening his cloak and flinging it off of himself. And he is there in a loincloth with his frumpy, skinny, fat old body. And he says,
oh, this just got real Buffalo Bill.
And he says, show me your divinity, singer. Prove it is you.
Oh my God. I'm sorry.
Okay.
What?
And they all say, channel the divinity.
Channel the divinity.
Very uncomfortable. Okay.
Being the one person not singing.
Yeah.
No, I got something. I just want to make sure I have the thing.
So I have a decent I mean, not super great, but I have some intelligence. Would I know if this is normal Xa'leah? Because I'm sure I've heard of Xa'leah. It's one of the like canon gods, I thought. So have I ever met anybody that worships Xa'leah before? Is this normal or?
Roll me a religion check.
So while you're doing that, I'm going to look up at the sky and I will say, Xa'leah, these worshippers here are looking for your guidance and your voice. I reach out to you now to show them, speak to them in such a manner as they will prove that you are the voice and the true god of lightning. And I cast Call Lightning on the lightning rod, and I will use my channel divinity to do the maximum amount of damage.
Oh, damn. It bursts down through the ceiling, hits the lightning rod, and describe it.
So it is just the force of her voice. You can almost hear words from the crackle of the lightning as it comes raining down from the sky. And it's like this bright, brilliant blue aura that just flashes outwards. And as it does, you can almost see an after image of a woman holding a spear in the background. And then that fades.
Heck yeah. He has fanatical tears streaming down his face. And you peer around, the rest of the members start to lower their hoods and they're all crying.
I rolled a 4. I rolled 2 plus 2.
You've never heard of Xa'leah outside of Singer.
Huh. So I'm relying literally on you to tell me if this is normal or not.
Really, Xa'leah's...
Oh, none of this is normal.
Didn't we decide Xa'leah's a minor god and Singer's just kind of obsessed?
Oh, maybe.
Is that a conversation we had?
Yeah.
No.
No?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I don't remember that conversation.
I would like to go on record that Stennel is not crying.
So they all form a semicircle behind you and get on their knees and prostrate.
I think you're their god now.
Okay, that's good. All of you stand up. Stand up. Come on now. Xa'leah she's not a big fan of this. I can tell you that much.
Their leader says, "You are the singer. He is the singer.
I told you so."
That means you're here
I pat Stennel on the head.
to fulfill your duty."
Yes. Yes, I am.
No.
The fishmen stole it. They stole it.
Wait, what?
The fishmen
What?
And he nods.
stole what?
Like fishermen? Like people who go out in the seas and fish? Is that what she's angry about?
The ones that lurk in the deep stole her embrace, meant for you. The ones in the deep.
The ones in the what now?
Like,
buddy.
is it Koatoa? Like fish people?
Yeah, do they look like fish?
Their scaly skin, their big gaping mouths, and their dead eyes snuck into your church singer in the dead of night.
And then they
stole
They
her
went-
embrace meant for you. Seek out the fishman singer and reclaim her embrace.
What's
One with
her
the
embrace?
goddess.
Do you perchance know what the embrace looked like?
A golden wrap to wear on your arm so you'll never be without her.
Never without her already, but very cool.
I am 100% on board with this.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, we got to go out in the ocean in a boat. I can see why you'd enjoy this.
Yes.
No, there's a huge ongoing storm that never ends out there.
We'll get a small boat.
But we don't have to worry about that because that's from my god. So she's not going to, throw it at me. That would be
Hey,
counterproductive.
singer. Do you remember Wyverns in the Wake?
Vaguely. I didn't get hit by lightning. I just drowned.
Yeah, washed overboard.
No, I'm not looking forward to going out of the water.
Well, you do your duty, Singer.
I mean, I kind of have to. It's a part of the yes, yeah, for sure. We will go and do this, and we will save Xa'leahh's embrace from those terrible dastardly fishmen.
How did you get Xa'leahh's embrace?
It was bestowed upon us by the lightning itself.
That sounds
Sent
airtight.
from the heavens.
Yeah, no, that sounds right.
Send from the heavens.
A ritual of spears in the deadliest of storms. Deadliest of storms.
Somebody insight check these people.
Oh, I believe them 100%.
Okay,
sold.
I'm going to be the only one here that's going to insight check them, and I'm going to roll another 2. If that's all right with the DM.
What was that?
If it's all right with the DM for me to try to insight check
yeah,
these
yeah.
people.
They seem fervent in their beliefs.
Okay, I rolled 17, so.
Yeah, they seem like they're a little
go
wacko, but I mean they believe what they're saying.
Okay, I mean, so does Singer, so.
Yes, but that's because I say the truth. Mostly.
Okay.
He grabs the lightning rod that you zapped and convulses a little bit, and his eyes roll back in his head and they turn electric blue for just a moment. His voice crackles out, "Stay the course." And everyone else, "Stay the course."
Stay the course.
And he comes back to, "She told me, if you stay on your path, you will find the fishmen and be able to take her embrace back from their slimy grasp."
That's like a prophecy?
Sounds prophetic. Yep.
Weather the seas of life, Singer, and you'll be rewarded.
Very enigmatic.
Just the way we like it.
Mm-hmm. You got it.
If you manage to wrest control of her embrace, come back to us.
And then what?
There is more. But first you must complete the task.
That sounds great. We should do that.
Quest for the holy relic.
Let's get a boat.
That's probably what she made me for in the first place, Jewel.
I'm sorry, that's what
Jewel?
your god made you for?
Yes, you see, I was just going to stay up in the mountains and tend sheep and goats. And then she blasted me with lightning and said, "Go forth." And I'm sure I've told you that story before.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
Yep.
so your whole mission was to come find a bracer?
It sounds like a golden wrap.
Like a armband.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, like a bracer.
A golden wrap, Jewel.
Okay. Like a
Come on, Jewel, don't be a wet blanket.
And with that,
Okay.
Singer may have found a temporary home. Does the Church of Xa'leah in Banthum bode well for the futures of our adventurers? What will they find when they finally make their way up to Lumitech? But before we go, we just want to say a few words.
yeah, go register to vote and then
Yes,
vote.
do that. Do that thing.
Check it. Yes.
And if you're already registered to vote, double check.
Yeah, double check because they are deregistering people from the voter registry.
And
So
remember to vote as early as you can.
yeah, and if you're doing
Vote
absentee
early, vote
voting,
often.
look into where they have your stations for physical drop off. So because you might not be able to rely on the mail. The mail's running a little slow these days. Other than that, off of our soapbox, check us out on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We really just post our videos that we make. Twitch, we're doing the Twitch. Total Party Guild on all of the platforms.
Justin, you got anything to plug or say?
Oh, no, that
Sean,
covered
you
it.
got anything?
Nope. Yep. Go vote.
vote.
It's very important.
Yep.
Don't get deregistered. That happened to one of our party.
Re-register.
Yeah.
Vote.
Yep.
Rate and
Go
review us.
vote.
All right. Until next time.
Party on!
Party on.